Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something huge, really. Success.
hmm
Society, well, it gives us this picture, doesn't it? The job, the status.
Right, the usual markers. Education, maybe the big house.
Exactly. But is that really everything? Is that what a fulfilling life feels like for you?
Well, that's the core question, isn't it? And it's what we're digging into today. We're looking at an episode from the ER7 podcast called Why Everyone Misunderstands Success.
Okay.
And it really challenges that narrow view. What's interesting is how it immediately points to, societal pressures.
Ah, yeah. Social media, definitely. You see everyone else's highlights.
Right, the constant comparing. It pushes us towards thinking success is only those, like, massive, visible achievements.
Yeah, makes sense. But the podcast offers something different, right? More personal examples.
Exactly. It's not just, say, launching some huge business. It could be learning to ride a bike as an adult, or maybe finally finishing that book you started.
Oh, I like that. It shows how varied it can be. What's a big deal for one person?
It's completely different for another.
Yeah.
And that's actually the point,
Mm-hmm.
which leads us to the really central question from the source. And it's one for you listening to really consider. What does success truly mean to you?
Right. And the key part is you. Independent of, parents, friends, what society screams at you.
Absolutely. It sounds simple, but it's tough to separate all that out sometimes.
It really is. So the podcast, it stresses doing this for yourself, not for anyone else. And apparently there are some real benefits to figuring that out.
Oh, definitely. The source highlights a big one.
Yes.
You start comparing yourself less.
Okay, how so?
Well, once your definition comes from inside, you kind of realize everyone's on a different track with different goals. It just clicks.
That makes a lot of sense. Trying to measure up to someone else's life, that's just frustrating.
Totally. And the podcast also says, when you define success for yourself, your own goals become, like, much clearer.
Ah, more personal, aligned with what you actually want.
Exactly. And this clarity, this is interesting. The source argues it brings more, well, peace, contentment.
Peace. I think we could all use a bit more of that.
Right. You're not chasing some shifting target someone else set. You're pursuing your own thing, something authentic.
So real success, according to this source, it's tied to personal meaning.
Yes. Personal meaning, feeling content. That might be climbing the career ladder for someone. For someone else, maybe it's raising a child or living a quieter life or just feeling okay inside.
It's definitely not one size fits all then.
Not at all.
I liked the analogy they used too, about success being a journey.
Ah, yeah. The journey, not the destination. That's a classic, but it fits perfectly here.
Because the important part isn't just hitting some end point.
Right. It's about whether the path you're walking right now feels right for you. Does this journey feel meaningful?
That really shifts the focus.
It does. And that's, I think, the core message for you listening. Defining success on your own terms, it's not just navel-gazing.
No, it sounds essential.
It really is. The source suggests it's vital if you want to avoid that feeling of just chasing constantly without feeling fulfilled, that burnout feeling.
Yeah, avoiding the frustration and the burnout. So maybe the takeaway is take a moment.
Exactly. Reflect a bit. What does a truly fulfilling path actually look like, feel like for you?
It's a big question, but definitely worth exploring. Your own answer might actually surprise you.
It really might.
Thanks for diving deep with us today.